And people was hitting me in my inbox. People was talking to me. And see, the only reason why these people contacted me because they seen where I was, so they know how far I have come. So these people was like, girl, you doing good. You know, you done went out the streets, you done upgraded yourself, you blessed, and you doing all this carrying on.
The woman shot and killed in Citro last night has been identified as 33-year-old Sharice Stafford.
According to Marion County Sheriff's deputies, Stafford and Vereen were married. I asked how the family is doing.
So they're obviously devastated, and we're heartbroken with them. They've lost a mother, they've lost a sister, a daughter.
33-year-old Sharice Stafford was an ambitious, loving, and hardworking woman who persevered through many life challenges. Despite her upbringing in the church, Sharice admits to having a challenging attitude during her childhood, occasionally getting into trouble as a teenager. She dropped out of school in 10th grade and became pregnant at 16, giving birth to her son on March 8, 2008. Despite these early challenges, Sharice persevered, obtaining her GED and giving birth to twin daughters in October of 2009. Despite dropping out of school and becoming a mother of 3 before the age of 20, Sharice considered herself blessed and a work in progress. She remained determined to grow and improve her life, believing that God would help her prosper. Motivated by this belief, she obtained her CNA certification and pursued further education, eventually graduating with a nursing certificate in the fall of 2016, a moment she considered one of the happiest in her life. Sharice, now mother of 4, remained dedicated to providing the best for her children, despite splitting from her last daughter's father and becoming a single mother. She lived by the motto of not allowing anyone to distract her from her path to greatness, maintaining her focus both at work and in her personal life. In her workplace, she was recognized for her dedication and kindness towards her patients. Sharice met and began dating 41-year-old Kenron Vereen, an erosion control team specialist with a tractor service who was known for his exceptional work ethic and dedication. Kenron had already been a father and a grandfather before the two met. The couple soon married and welcomed a son in August of 2022. On December 18, 2023, the two excitedly purchased their first home, fulfilling Sharice's long-held dream of becoming a homeowner, a place where her children could establish their own roots. Sharice and her husband shared their joyous news on social media, accompanied by a photo of them proudly holding the keys and the closing sign, both wearing smiles from ear to ear, marking the beginning of a new chapter. However, this joy was short-lived, as tragedy would soon strike in that very same home. Around 4 a.m. on February 27th, Marion County sheriffs responded to a home off of a narrow dirt road on Northeast 41st Court in Marion County for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would locate the body of an unresponsive adult female.
Residents of Marion County tell me that it's surprising something like this happened in Citra.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised that it happened. I mean, there's literally nobody that lives out there. There's no stores, really. I think there's one gas station.
The victim was identified as 33-year-old Sharice Stafford, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene after succumbing to multiple gunshot wounds. Police will locate an abandoned white pickup truck near the scene, quickly tracing it back to Sharice's husband, 41-year-old Kenron Vereen. Records confirm that the couple divorced just 1 week prior to the shooting. However, the two were still living together. Several residents gathered near the crime scene with some, including Sherese's children, crying inconsolably. A look into Kenron's history revealed that he was released from prison in June 2009 after serving time for robbery. Since then, records show he has been arrested multiple times on charges including attempted second-degree murder with a firearm, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and battery domestic violence. According to court documents, all the charges against him were dropped. In the attempted murder case, prosecutors noted that numerous witnesses refused to cooperate with authorities, and without eyewitness testimony, they couldn't move forward with the case. Kenron would eventually turn himself in at the Wayne County Sheriff's Office station in Jessup, Georgia, at around 9:45 p.m. that day, a city located about 100 miles north of Jacksonville. It's about a 3-hour drive from where the shooting occurred, leaving police confused as to how he even got there, since his white pickup truck was abandoned near the crime scene. If Kenron is charged with the death of Sharice Stafford, it will be Marion County's second domestic violence murder for 2024. In 2023, there were 7 domestic violence homicides.
Marion County woman was killed outside of her home in Citra. Officials are still investigating this deadly shooting and already have a handful of suspects. TV 20's Misty Webb tells us how one family member is grieving her loss.
It's the worst day of my life.
Marion County Sheriff's deputies received a call in reference to a shooting in Citra.
I was actually in the bathroom talking to my everything, and I just heard gunshots, so me and Red went in the closet and called 911.
When arriving, they found a woman who was fatally shot.
They came. We did not know our mother was dead until afterwards.
As you can see behind me, police presence has been heavy for a while, and family and friends of the victim are here to grieve their loss.
That was everything I had, basically. Like, I have a lot of people that care about me and my aunties, but my mother, when nobody was there for me, my mother was.
Major crime detectives and medical examiners were also there investigating the scene as a homicide.
So detectives have a number of leads that they're currently following up on. Nothing at this point in the investigation we're able to disclose.
Sharice Stafford says her mother is the victim. She says the recovery process may be long for her, but she wants to continue making her mom happy no matter the circumstances.
Even though, like, it's going to be hard, I'm going to have sleepless nights and stuff, she wanted grandkids. She wanted us to be happy. She wanted us to at least get a degree. And, you know, I'm going to make all that come true for her.
Stafford also says she won't stop fighting for justice for her mom until the person responsible is found.
Investigators tell TV 20 they received a call from Wayne County Sheriff's deputies in Georgia around 9:45 p.m., claiming that Vereen walked into the station and admitted to the murder.
And we're just very, very glad that we were able to catch Kenron when he was on the lam, you know, that he turned himself in. We're fortunate for that so that we can get some justice for the victim and her family.
Kenron was arrested by the Wayne County Sheriff's Office on warrants for charges unrelated to the shooting, including aggravated battery, fleeing police, battery and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers by use of threats or violence. He remains in custody in Wayne County as the Marion County Sheriff's Office continues its homicide investigation. The case remains ongoing.